Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, LSU Tigers, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. First down here for this offense. There's the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 22. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Sets up as a 3rd and 3 here on this opening possession. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
And they'll kick it away here. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Linebackers making some adjustments now. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Everyone moves the ball across the 40.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They stop him at the 45, but that's good for a first down. A running play gives the offense fresh set of downs.
Chris, I know we think about LSU. We go back to 2019, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, that dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here, and move the sticks.
So second down after the incompletion. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
The returner brought down by that coverage team. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Toss play. Back heads to his right. Breaking free at the 35. He stopped him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the first down. And honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program. This is what I think about. Toughness, ability to run the ball when they have to pick up first downs, and they did it right there.
That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with 3rd down and long.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Austin. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Ducks.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Offense looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick grab. He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. And now they'll set up for the point after. And he knocks it right through. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Quarterback making some changes at the line. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
You know, a toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, the play's going to blow up.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a 1st down.
Hey, a 1st down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. And the receiver snags it. It's complete. They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
The Ducks will have 1st and 10 here. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Austin. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. That's reeled in. It's Austin. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense has been set up with a 1st down and goal. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal. They'll hand it off. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Handoff here from the shotgun. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Bringing pressure. The pass is intercepted. Not a great return, but the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball at the 32.
Boy, the quarterback gets drilled on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. Didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. And what did it do? It made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. Here's the handoff. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid game.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Runner takes the toss, runs to his left.
Love the call here to get the ball to the edge, give it to a talented, skilled player where he can get to the outside, find some room, and get a first down.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Handoff running right. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6. The Ducks are in the red zone. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Now they'll run it on the toss. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Caught near the goal line. And he scores. Touchdown, Ducks. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
They'll return it from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Trying to find room. It's Harris. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. 4th down, looking to throw for it. He's running out of time here. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Touchdown, Oregon. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
Well, an aggressive approach by this offense backfires. The defense not fooled at all. Good job of stepping in front of this throw, and they take it back for a touchdown.
Extra point is good. It's a 3-touchdown lead now, 28-7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He'll call for the fair catch here. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. Fights off a defender. That one takes it across the 30-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Takes the handoff again. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Here comes the up-tempo offense. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Receiver makes the grab, and he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down.
Good job here by this offense coming up with his 1st down on the 3rd down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. It's going to be incomplete. Trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Caught in the backfield. It's Harris. Breaks loose at the 45. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
First and 10 play coming up. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
I tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up 3rd down.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Well, the offense failed earlier in a 4th and attempt. They'll try it again here. And he'll set up to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. Really excellent possession last time. The mix, the run, and the pass kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And he drops back in the gun. Grab down the middle. It's Austin. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a 1st down. And the Ducks hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. They'll change the pre-snap look now. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. He'll take a deep shot here. He grabs it inside the 20. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his 3rd touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball to the end zone.
So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. That Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. 2nd down after that previous play. And the quarterback dropping back. The throw complete to the running back underneath. They wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down. Timeout is called a Duck strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. How aggressive will they be on this 1st down play? Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Quick throw to his receiver. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. A solid return to set up his offense.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Using his legs on the scramble. And the offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy.
Well, I always want to see quarterbacks try to pick up some additional yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have got to stay in the game and stay on the field. He's got to be careful out there.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Caught quickly. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Touchdown, Oregon. Strong game by this quarterback.
Chris, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver here is exceptional. Great route here to sell that post to the inside and then break it off to the corner. And the quarterback anticipates it well, puts it on the money for that touchdown.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. So an important touchdown. touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Ducks will kick it away to get us going in the second half. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
Anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker.
Well, a lot of times when a quarterback sees man defense, he wants to get the ball out of his hands as quickly as possible, put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers, and hope that he can break a tackle or two on the outside and get a big play.
Running out of time in the pocket. The defense will wrap him up, but he's able to scramble for a first down and keep the drive going.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Impressive spin move. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Escapes the pocket. The defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Aggressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
Second down play coming up for this offense. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Catch made on the left side. The ball is loose. Touchdown, Ducks. And the defense joins the party with a score.
Oh, my gosh. That looked like a great play. The receiver just drops the football. He clearly made the catch. The ball's on the ground, and how about the defense? Instead of just bouncing on it, they had the presence of mind to pick it up and go the other way for a touchdown.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Frustration in the last drive. They moved it into plus territory, but coughed it up. Can't afford that down on the scoreboard now. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And they get him down, but that's a solid gain there to move the sticks using his feet.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
First down, looking to throw the football. Defense is coming after him. Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Now it's second down here. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Receiver in motion now. Try to pick up the third and short through the air. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete. Crucial play. Down double digits in the second half. We're going to go for it on fourth down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes. And this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, textbook job by the defense, surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Here's the second down play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
And the wideout goes in motion. On third down, he drops to throw. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Well, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there. Had great protection. The receiver ran a nice route. Just not able to convert there on that third down. Let's see what their decision is on fourth down coming up.
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial fourth down try. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. It's caught downfield. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. LSU now operating in the red zone. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, I'd love to see this quarterback sit in there and take the hit. But, man, he's got to do a better job of recognizing where to go with the ball and just throw it away. You can't throw it into double coverage.
And here's the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Here we go, 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Locates the tight end. It's complete. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. This quarterback on fire today. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kurt, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down in the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
Point after, up and good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
I mean, I get trying to get the football to this receiver. He's one of the most talented guys in the country. But with 2 guys bracketing him, I don't know why you would make that throw. Should have been intercepted.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down.
42 Spiders. 4-2 Spiders.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And he slings this pass over the middle. Fired into a tight window and picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the 2nd half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looks to the left, pass caught. They get him down after the completion. Pass caught, 2nd down now.
Well, 4th quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a 1st down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
The pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Takes the toss, testing the right side here. The defense all over it. They stop it right at the line.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Important second down play coming up. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. Ball handed off. Game moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
Hey, it's a great job of running the football. It's the right idea, but the back's got to stay in bounds. Because remember, with the new rule in college football, the clock still stops momentarily until the referee sets the play clock for the next play, and then it'll start again. So stay in bounds and work that clock.
Caught over the middle. It's Austin. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
And I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today, making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
And looking to throw now on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
He's back to throw again on second down. Catch hauled in here over the middle.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch. Looking to throw again. He's moving out of the pocket. Scrambling. Now he'll make the throw. It's intercepted. Threw it across his body. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
First play of the drive to come out throwing. Pressure is coming. Eludes the rush.
That's how you get after the quarterback. This is a great play by the defense and being able to affect the timing between the quarterback and the receiver. And, man, how about the hit at the end of the play? Man, he laid the hit stick on him there.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. He's found some room at the 45. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play.
I mean, it seems like every time this guy touches the ball, it's another big gain. This poor defense, it's just not been their day at all. What a dominant performance by this offense, on the other hand.
The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Takes the toss and heads left. Fighting off the defender. Touchdown, Oregon. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
set now to try the PAT. The kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Now they get set to kick it away. On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, the sack is made there by the freshman.
Man, how impressive have these guys been in this football game? I really expected to see a very different outcome with the hype of this quarterback and the way he's played most of this year. But this defense has held him under 200 yards passing. They've got a nice lead, and they are not sitting back and resting on their laurels. They're applying more pressure, and they come up with a sack here.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. The pass rush closing in. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Going to take it all the way in. Pick six. Touchdown, Ducks.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play. Boy, they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
And they tack on the extra point. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Return starts from inside the 5. Returner tackle right there. That's when we'll start the drive.
Oh, man. In situations like that, just take a fair catch or a touchback. Now you've hurt your offense by giving them poor field position.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They need a couple miracles here in the final 2 minutes to rescue what's been a very, very rough outing so far. Takes the handoff. It's Harris. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Third down play coming up. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.